Welcome, Apprentice Nation, to this session on what does it mean to be made redundant. My name is Lewis, and some of you may have heard this word redundancy before and been thinking like, what is that? How does that work? What does that mean in practice? Well, in this session, we are going to answer all of those questions. So if you're joining this session and maybe you're experiencing redundancy, or someone who has been made redundant, or you're just curious, considering whether, because we're facing a recession at the moment, will it affect you? We're going to be covering everything that you need to know. Coping with redundancy can affect a person's life dramatically. And there are three main ways, actually, that redundancy can have an effect on a person. First of all, financially. Money and mental health are often linked, yeah? When we're struggling with our mental health, it can be very hard to manage our finances. And if we're worried about money, it can make our mental health worse. And of course, if you've been made redundant, you no longer have a job. So money would be the first thing that you're likely to worry about. Then the next impact that it has is mentally. See, being out of work can have a big impact on your self-esteem and your sense of identity. So if your job has always been a big part of your life, you may wonder who you are. And you may also think to yourself, will this further affect my mental health through the stress and worry that's continuing to arise? And for those of you who have families to look after, the pressure of trying to find funds elsewhere can lead you to having potential mental breakdowns. The final impact is social. Because see, here's the thing, financially and mentally, that can lead to having an impact on someone socially. The mental side of being insecure, mixed with the financial side, that's therefore including the lack of funds that you have, will mean that you may not want to interact with others as frequently. So as you can see, these can all be difficult to manage. And that is why if you know someone who's going through redundancy, please ensure that you can provide them the support that they need. Signpost them to the support that they can get. And if you're the person that's facing redundancy, we're going to be covering what you can be getting up to in the meantime. Now, you may say that's a silly question. I'd obviously be looking at other jobs. Now, although that's expected, if you find yourself in a situation of redundancy, it will feel uncertain at times. Strictly focusing on bulk applying for jobs and waiting for those to be able to come back to you and hope that you've successfully passed on to the next stage, well, to be honest with you, that may drive you insane. So here's a few other things that you can be doing and getting up to ensure that you keep your mind focused, but also contribute to making the process easier. First of all, you can upskill yourself. There are so many things such as online courses, YouTube videos, even learning through TikTok. This could be a chance for you to find a new thing to shape your future. Another thing you could be getting up to is interning. Right now, we're in a recession. COVID-19 has meant lots of companies are happy to be able to take on those who are willing to support and lend an extra hand. So if you can grab the chance to take on some free work that will be used to build your portfolio, build your CV, do it. You can also be volunteering. When is it ever a bad time to volunteer? Helping out in your local youth club, working for a charity, it doesn't matter, but do something good because it will honestly make you feel good too. Of course, you could be working on your LinkedIn profile. Ensure all of your details are correct. Send out a message to your network and mentions, letting them know that you're looking for new opportunities, and even set up your LinkedIn to actually say you're looking for work. You could also be working on your CV, being able to upload all of the different things that you've done in the last 1, 2, and even 4 years, so that when you start applying for jobs, your CV really stands out.